Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Swiss Army Dan coming at you with another Swiss Army knife video. I got something in the mail yesterday I just couldn't wait to show you guys. It's this vintage officer's knife. I'm going to place the date on this knife like 1952, and I'll tell you why. It's kind of a unique knife. It's got a fish scaler on there and the scissors, so I'll call it a Fisherman. But what's interesting about this knife is it has this fish scaler, which per Victorinox records came around in 1952. It also has this style of the openers, which also according to Victorinox were used between 1946 and 1951. So I imagine that they were using some of their older scales and openers later on in the 50s, and it got that that fish scaler layer on there. Another cool thing about this is at this time it had a contour there to open the cap lifter. So a little nail breaker there. There we go. Need to oil that up a little bit, but that's a cool way. And usually, you know, the cap lifter is going to be on this side. That was a change that happened, I think in 1952, after they went to the new, to this style can opener. And a cap lifter that looks closer to this. You see this one doesn't have the wire stripper, it doesn't have a scraper at that time. So, another interesting thing, the nail nick for the scissors is on this side, kind of like you'll find on the Pioneer X now. But this thing came in excellent shape. These scissors are in excellent shape. Nice walk and talk. The nail nick for the main blade, the large blade, is like halfway down the length of the blade, which is unique. And it's got this cool Armée Suisse, I guess French for Swiss Army, tang stamp on it, which also, according to, you know, a chart I've seen, was they stopped using that in 1950. So this must be, must not be too many knives like this, I think, or they were probably only made in this style for a year or so, using up these old parts as the changes took place. And it's got a clip point small blade. I just cleaned this thing up. Still got some water on it, but I wanted to capture the daylight here, so I kind of rushed to make this video. There we go. But yeah, it looks really nice. Really nice condition on here. And that lobster, like Wenger style can opener that they only used from 46 to 51. It's also got, at this time it was nickel silver tipped tweezers. I think they went to the aluminum tip in 1957 up until 78. But before that they had this aluminum tip tweezers. I mean nickel silver tip tweezers. No toothpick on this one, which I thought was interesting. Only the tweezers. Five-turn corkscrew. And the awl, which is awesome. It's got this little contour for it here, and it's just like a mean looking tool right there. The awl is awesome. I love these vintage awls. So that's probably a very early 50s Fisherman. Here's like an 80s Fisherman. You can see how they changed. It's almost like cars, you know. The older ones are always cooler. What else was I going to point out? Like here's a later on in the 50s knife here, and they did do away with this little contour to get to the can opener, and you'll see the can opener is this style, and it's on this side. So that was the next version of the can opener after this one. They also went to the more modern looking cap lifter that we're more familiar with, and I think 57, the wire stripper on there. So anyway, really cool knife, and I love this cross on here. Here's the difference between the crosses. Even there's a difference in the shape. 40 or like early 50s, 50s. And here's one from the 60s. So anyway, really stoked to. I think this is probably one of my favorite knives in my collection now. Like, this is so cool. It's also in such excellent shape. You see the original owner put their initials there, I guess, but they took really good care of it. So I appreciate you guys watching. My light's dying here now, my natural light, so I'll let you go. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Be kind to each other. Swiss Army Dan's out.